Obituaries brought to you by Curtis & Son Funeral Home, the North Chapel on Highway 21 in Sylacauga, the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg, 256-245-4361, Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg. Funeral service for Lillian Joyce Jerwich, age 79, of Sylacauga. That service today at 3 p.m. from Curtis & Son North, with the Reverend David Beard officiating. Burial in the Evergreen Cemetery. Online condolences at CurtisandSonFunerals.com. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, directing. Funeral service for Jetty Willadine Hickman Bryan, age 90, of Huntsville, is today at noon from Curtis & Son North. Burial in the Evergreen Cemetery. Visitation this morning from 11 until noon, also at the North Chapel. Online condolences at CurtisandSonFunerals.com. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Childersburg Chapel, directing. Funeral service for Ruth Elaine Van Zant, age 95, of Sylacauga, will be Saturday at 11 a.m. from Curtis & Son North, with the Reverends Carrie Brown and Ronnie Forbes officiating. Burial in the Fayetteville Cemetery. Visitation Saturday 10 until 11 o'clock at the North Chapel. Ms. Van Zant was a member of the Russell Chapel Baptist Church. Online condolences at CurtisandSonFH.com. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, directing. Mr. Robert N. Parnell, age 82, of Sylacauga, died Thursday at Coosa Valley Medical Center. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, announcing. Mrs. Jewel Bates, age 91, of Sylacauga, also died late yesterday at her residence. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, announcing. Funeral service for Wanda L. Brown, age 67, of Sylacauga, is Sunday at 2 p.m. from the Chapel of Radley Smith Funeral Home, with burial in the Evergreen Cemetery. Mrs. Brown died Wednesday, January 28th at Brookwood Medical Center in Birmingham. Visitation Saturday, 5 until 8 o'clock at the funeral home. Memorial messages may be sent to the family at radleysmith.com. Radley Smith Funeral Home, directing. Graveside service for Mavis Baxter, age 89, will be Saturday at 2 p.m. from the Evergreen Cemetery. Reverend Blois Walker officiating. Mrs. Baxter died Wednesday, January 27th at the High Ridge Assisted Living in Boynton Beach, Florida. Visitation Saturday from 1 until 1:45 at the funeral home. Memorial messages may be sent to the family at radleysmith.com. Radley Smith Funeral Home, directing. Graveside service for Lowell Foster, age 71, of Sylacauga, will be today at 3 o'clock from Macedonia North Cemetery in Vinson. Terry Cardwell officiating. Mr. Foster died January 28th at his residence. Memorial messages may be sent to the family at radleysmith.com. Radley Smith Funeral Home, directing. Funeral service for Clara Frances Pate, age 98, of Sylacauga, Saturday at 2 from Full Gospel Tabernacle in Talladega Springs, with the Reverend Joe Kelly officiating. Burial in the Talladega Springs Cemetery. The body will lie in state at the church 1 hour prior to the service. Mrs. Pate died Wednesday at her residence. Visitation tonight, 5 until 8 at the funeral home. Memorial message may be sent to the family at radleysmith.com. Radley Smith Funeral Home, Sylacauga, directing. Brenda Elston, age 48, died January 28th in Birmingham. Terry's Metropolitan Mortuary with the arrangements. Funeral service for Felix Patterson, age 54, will be noon Saturday at Greater Ebenezer Baptist Church, with the Reverend A.G. McKinney officiating. Interment in the Midway Memory Gardens Cemetery. The body will lie in state at the church 1 hour prior to the service. Online condolences at terrysmortuary.com. Terry's Metropolitan Mortuary, directing. Funeral service for Teresa Bradley Richardson, age 62, is 1:30 Saturday at Christ Deliverance Christian Center. The Reverend Timothy Embry is a pastor, and Pastor Deborah George will officiate. Interment in the Oak Hill Cemetery. The body will lie in state at the church 1 hour prior to the service. Terry's Metropolitan Mortuary, directing. Celebration of Life service for Charles Edward Mitchell, age 50, is Saturday. That will be from 2 until 4 at Townsend Warehouse, 204 West Coosa Street in Talladega. The Reverend Roger Hayes officiating. Mr. Mitchell passed away January 23rd in Anniston. Online condolences at klbrownmemorychapel.com. K.L. Brown Memory Chapel directing that service. That's a look at obituaries brought to you by Curtis & Son Funeral Home, 256-245-4361, the North Chapel on Highway 21 in Sylacauga, and the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg, Curtis & Son Funeral Home.